Booker outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Siakam. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Indiana off to a slow start. Looking for their first basket of the game. And a wide open look for Siakam. Drills it from outside.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
And here's Booker from the arc. Outside for Beal. Dunn outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Siakam outside. Turner with the screen. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Nesmith. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up to the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 8 points.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Siakam outside. Indiana moving the ball around. Halliburton looking around. Back to Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. Nothing on the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Dunn misses. Pacers trail by 5. Siakam outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Siakam's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Indiana.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Screen by Siakam. Here's McConnell. That's tipped. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beal from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got 5 now.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Outside Mathurin. Nifty move. And then Toppin with the jam.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And that concludes. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
On the wing, Booker. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Pass to Toppin. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Back to Toppin. Halliburton with it. Here's McConnell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. McConnell's got his first points of the game.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
Pacers trail by 3. Fires the 3. They get it back. Halliburton on the wing. Outside Mathurin. There's a screen by Toppin. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Booker. 8 points for him. Plumlee with the screen. No good from Booker. Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
And here's Halliburton. Still without a basket. Toppin with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Toppin, good.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Both teams will make substitutions. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beal gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Beal's got 8 points.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch and shoot opportunities.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Phoenix pushing it up now. A kick out to O'Neal. Richards with it. Scoreless thus far. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive board. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Richards. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. There's Beal with the 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Here's Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And Indiana making a change here. Pacers trail by 4. Now, Nembhard. There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Nesmith. And the shot no good, a bit short. Booker outside. Plumlee attacking. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Screen by Siakam. Inside. Back to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. And Bol pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Moves back up. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Now, here is Haliburton. Still scoreless. Outside Turner. Pass to Haliburton. Driving inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, that little bit of contact, no problem for Haliburton, especially when he's locked in on finishing at the rim.
Tyrese Haliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
The Suns leading. 90 seconds now into the second half. And Devin. And Booker in the paint.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Halliburton outside. Turner with the screen. Indiana moving it around. Nailed from three-point land. Nembhard's got 8 points.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Beal. The Pacers pull it in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Outside Turner. For three, Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. He's got 13.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
There's Beal with the three. Beal can't get that one to fall. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Halliburton outside. Misses the three. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Phoenix. A 2-point game. For three. That one no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Screen by Siakam. Clock at 6. Fires for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Beal. There's the pick. They need this. And he sinks the layup. Beal's got 10 points.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Here's McConnell. Driving in. Pulls up from the corner. Excellent D there from Allen. Suns trail by 3. Down low. Here's Iguodala. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Screen by Siakam. Rebound by the Suns. Allen outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Iguodala. Kicks it out to Allen. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's McConnell. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers out in front as they wrap up the third. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Suns trailing. Booker outside. To take the lead. It doesn't go for him. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. McConnell scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. McConnell's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Indiana. Booker inside. Allen outside. Back to Booker. Booker out of a cannon. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
To the inside. Toppin. Halliburton outside. Here's Toppin. O'Neal with the defensive effort. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
And that one is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Beal. Pass to Bull. Left block shot on the way. Misses the baby hook. Indiana leading. Halliburton with it. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 19 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
The shot by Turner, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Booker, down at the elbow. Back to Booker. The rebound by Turner.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Pacers lead by 4.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And it's Halliburton missing. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Richards. And it's Dunn in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. On offense, here are the Pacers. They lead by 1. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And it's the Pacers with the ball. It's a one-point game. .56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Haliburton with it. Now Bol defending. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
To the wing on the left. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker looking around. The Suns need to get a shot off. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Booker with no one around. And the Suns miss again. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And so the Pacers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well...